Hi guys, Caroline Hooper, certified laser specialist. So in today's video we're going to be talking about stretch mark and stretch mark removals. So how do stretch marks occur? Well, basically when your skin undergoes rapid changes through either weight loss or weight gain, it causes the skin tissue to rupture and tear. So this happens in your epidermis and also your lower dermis or your mid layer of your skin, and this results in stretch marks. So stretch marks can be classified into two different categories. Newer stretch marks can be classified as red, purple or pink in appearance, and they're generally only 3 to 4 months old. And then older stretch marks can be classified as white, transparent, silver or papery, and they're generally more than a couple of months to a couple of years old. So for years we've used lasers like resurfacing and CO2s for treating stretch marks, but nowadays I've turned to what I believe is the gold standard in treating stretch marks, which is radiofrequency and microneedling as combination treatment. The treatment that we perform in the clinic is called the reform treatment, and what this basically does, it's different to lasers in the sense that it's protecting your skin, so we're bypassing the skin safely and we're getting to where we actually want to go, down into the mid-dermis of the skin, or the your dermis, your upper level of your dermis, in order to treat the damaged skin. And it enables us to be able to treat darker skins very safely as well compared to lasers. And it's a very safe treatment. It's not very painful because we'd use a special numbing cream on the area for treatment, and the treatment can be done every 4 weeks is where I like to keep the treatment. So here's what to expect even only 1 week post treatment. So I have a special guest in with me today. I'm going to let you see this treatment being performed, and she'll probably give some feedback as well on how she's feeling during treatment or what she's seeing. It's going to be her second treatment today, so she's due to walk in any minute, so I'm going to get prepared here and we'll let you have a look in a couple of minutes. This is just a few of the pieces that we're going to need. We're going to need the roller for when it comes to doing the needling. This will be the hand piece for the radiofrequency treatments that we're going to apply at the very end, and our numbing cream and gel. We're going to need some gel for radiofrequency. This is just like a clean gel to draw in the energy and to keep it in contact with the skin. Okay. She's very kindly let you come in to see the treatment being done. We went ahead now, we've numbed the area and we've already removed the dead skin from one side of the body. We're about to start on this side. Well, Amy's already had a treatment, so this is treatment number 2.
Yeah.
How did you find your first treatment?
Big reduction, especially in the redness. Seen a huge difference, especially with the redness.
See that today.
Yeah. But delighted to look forward to now seeing the results in about 16 weeks.
Yeah. Well, we're looking for a full 16 weeks for collagen synthesis to take place,
right,
but you will see the response as the weeks go on.
Yeah.
That way. Have you noticed a difference as the weeks went on, an improvement?
Yeah, each week kind of you can see a small difference, yeah.
That's good. Okay. So guys, if you want to come a little bit closer here, we'll just let you see. So this is what we'll be working on today, and we're going to be covering this much of an area. So I'm going to now first remove any dead skin that's on the surface here, and that's going to allow us just to get deeper in when we move on to the full procedure. microdermabrasion. I'll just let you have a closer look on this side over here. We've just freshly done this side. And you just see like there's redness, it draws out exactly where the stretch marks are, and it makes them really stand out now for the rest of the treatment. Stretch marks are a form of skin scarring on the skin with an off-colour hue. Over time they may diminish but will not disappear completely. With rapid growth or rapid weight changes, this causes tearing of the epidermis but can be also influenced by hormonal changes associated with puberty, pregnancy, bodybuilding or hormone replacement therapy. Stretch marks begin as a reddish or purple lesion which can appear anywhere on the body but are most likely to appear in places where larger amounts of fat are stored. Most common places being abdomen, especially near the navel, breasts, upper arm, underarms, back of thighs, both inner and outer thighs, hips and buttocks. During pregnancy, areas on the body that stretch marks usually occur would be the thighs, breast, hips, lower back and stomach, and usually happen during the third trimester. Over time, they tend to atrophy and lose pigment. Affected areas are usually soft and tough and appear empty. Stretch marks are caused by stretching of your skin and tearing of your dermis, especially true when there is an increase in cortisone levels, as this can reduce your skin's pliability and affects the dermis by preventing your fibroblasts from forming collagen and elastin fibres, which are necessary to keep rapidly growing skin taut. In turn, creating a lack of support when the skin stretches, leading to tearing in your epidermis and your dermis, which in turn produces scarring in the form of stretch marks. They pose no health risks and do not compromise the skin's ability to function. However, they are considered a cosmetic nuisance that can affect a lot of people's confidence, causing insecurities where most people affected often seek to have treatment. Okay, so guys, you got the chance there to see the stretch mark reduction treatment being performed on Shapes and Shadows today. Her name is actually Amy, is the girl. So she very kindly let you in to have a look. So as I was saying, nowadays with the more advanced systems that are out there, rather than using lasers for treating stretch marks, I believe the gold standard for removing stretch marks and having a permanent effect on the stretch marks is with radiofrequency and microneedling used as a combination treatment. So as you've seen in today's video, we had a couple of steps. It wasn't just radiofrequency and microneedling. We started off with removing the dead skin cells with the diamond tip microdermabrasion. So that's going to give us better access to penetrate the needling and the lotion that we're using during treatments once we've removed all the dead skin cells from the surface. And after that, then we finish up with the dual electrode radiofrequency treatment, which basically is going to work on remodeling the tissue underneath the skin at the surface of your dermis. So I'm going to bring you through two systems that you can use when doing needling. So today we used the Genesis Derma Roller on Amy, and your other choice when doing this treatment is you could use the Dermica pen. When and why I would choose each of these differently well, we actually used the pen on Amy for the first treatment, but because we've now minimised the stretch marks, we've gone in with the roller this time around to see if we can get that a little bit deeper. But what I find is you can't always use the roller, because if the tissue that's damaged is quite thick and wrinkly, the roller, when it's on the way out, because we're rolling on the skin as it's coming out and it's not directly coming out of the skin, it could tear and that could cause more damage. So you need to be really careful when choosing a roller for treating stretch marks. You'd want to have them minimised to a certain point in order to go ahead with the roller. So Dermica pen is always a good way to start if you're unsure, and like that, it's got a nice direct penetration in and out of the skin. It can take a little bit longer. With the roller, there is more downtime after the treatment. There'll be more scratches on the skin. What to expect after the treatment in both scenarios is a lot of redness after the treatment. Very normal, that's a nice end point to see, and then your skin will be sensitive for a good week post-treatment, and the redness can remain there for a week post-treatment as well, which is perfectly normal. After a course of treatments is performed, you do need to do a course of treatments to remove stretch marks. They are one of the hardest concerns to eradicate. So this image here is 1 week post the first treatment, and this is the type of result that you should be seeing after doing a course of treatments. Generally 2 to 3 treatments you're going to see a good result, but this is the endpoint that you're looking for. But if any redness persists on the area after having stretch mark treatment done with microneedling and radiofrequency, your option is, what I like to do is, I'll follow on with some IPL treatments. IPL is great for skin treatments and it's great for treating vascular lesions. So it has a chill tip on the top, so it's a sapphire chill tip, which gives contact cooling for the skin, so it's going to protect the skin at the same time, but that's going to penetrate right down to where the redness is in the skin, and it's also going to absorb the heat in the superficial layers upon the epidermis where the redness appears on the skin, so that should take down the redness from any redness that's left over after you've done your reform treatments. So the first treatment that we've done was with the microdermabrasion. Now each of these 3 treatments as a standalone treatment isn't very effective for removing stretch marks. So combination treatment is, the reform is the treatments that we customise ourselves. It's a bespoke treatment that we've done. We don't yet offer to our clients. We've done a lot of case studies. We are now ready to offer to our clients, but I believe this is the gold standard now for treating stretch marks, and it will be the future. But as a standalone treatment, each of these individual services wouldn't have a great effect on stretch marks. Yes, they can improve the stretch marks, but to get eradication of the stretch marks, it's highly unlikely that that's going to be the case. You need a little bit more of an impact. So I hope you liked today's video. If you did, make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more, and I'll be back next Saturday with vlog number 4. If you have any ideas of what you would like to see in that video, let me know in the comments below. I'll probably leave a couple of other videos in the description below that you can link out to for other treatments that we do in the clinic, different style videos altogether, but you'll definitely pick up some tips there, and I'll see you next Saturday at 6 o'clock. Thanks for watching.